If you've never run Facebook ads before, I can tell you by experience of working with hundreds of businesses that a lot of times the hardest part of running Facebook ads is getting your account set up. You have your Facebook ad account, you have a Meta ad account now that it's renamed to, you have your business portfolio, you have the pixel, you have domains, and it can be very confusing on what to set up first and what order to go in. So in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to set up a Facebook ads account in the right order so you don't have to go back and redo anything. So by the end of this video, you are going to be able to launch your very first ad campaign. And to help keep us organized throughout this video, I do have this checklist down below that you can find in the description if you want to follow along, that will walk you through basically this entire process as we go through it. Now, before we begin, there are 4 things that you will need in order to get started. First is a personal Facebook account. This is what you're going to log into to create a business manager account and Facebook ad account. You'll need a business email address if you're wanting to run this through a business legal name and address on hand if applicable. Once again, if you're running this as a business, and then a payment method, preferably a credit card. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to business.facebook.com. So you can just copy this, put it into your browser, and go on your merry way here. And that will take you to a view that looks something like this. If you're already logged into your Facebook ad account, you'll see your little icon up here. If not, you want to hit get started with Meta ads. If you aren't logged in, it will prompt you to log into your Facebook ad account, but I'm gonna click in here, get started with Meta ads. And chances are when you first come into here, it's going to drop you into your personal Facebook ads account, which is not where you want to run ads for your business for a lot of different reasons. I'm not gonna get into as much into this video, but just know you want to create an actual Facebook business ad account. And in order to do that, you're gonna click down this little drop down menu in the top left-hand corner. You're gonna click that down and you're gonna scroll down and you're gonna find this thing that says create business portfolio. Now, if you have access to a lot of different assets like I do, these are all blurred out, but you can see these are different Facebook business portfolios or ad accounts that I have access to. And inside of each of these business portfolios, there are different assets. And so look at the business portfolio almost as like a little umbrella where you can house things like your ad account, your pixels, your domains, and everything else. So we're gonna create a business portfolio first. Once we create the business portfolio, then that will allow us to create ad account inside of there. So we're gonna come down here and we're gonna click create business portfolio. And then very simply, it's going to ask us for the business portfolio name, the first name, and the business email. So we're gonna go through and fill that out real quick. Okay, so we just filled that out here, build with Corbin, and then we have the first name, last name, and the email that's blurred out here, and then we can hit create account back behind me. Okay, so we now have done these 5 items here. We've gone through and created the account. Now it's time for us to enter some of the business details. So once you click on create account, it's gonna take you to a view that looks something like this, and this is your business portfolio. And as I mentioned, inside of the business portfolio, this houses a lot of different assets. So you have your Facebook page, your ad account, your Instagram accounts that you can link inside of here, and then even some of your data sources. So I'm going to walk you through this entire process here on how to set this up. The first thing that we want to do is come over here to the business info. We want to click up here inside of the business info. And once you're inside of here, you want to add the business details. So we want to add the legal name, the address, the phone number, and the website of the business. Okay, so now we have all of our business information up to date. So we can go through and click that off here. Next is to verify our email address. So Meta will send you an email to verify the address that you sent here. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But if it doesn't, then don't worry, you can check that off. If it come over here and you can go over to people, and as long as there's an active right here next to this little last active thing, then you're good to go. But you can come back over here to the business info, and then you want to verify your business information. So you can click on view details here, and you can see if you click here, it will tell you if your organization needs to be verified or not. So in this case, it says verification for Build with Corbin. Your organization does not need to be verified, but you'll want to check this for your organization to see if you need to be verified or not with this. While you are in here, what you will want to do is come into here, make sure that you set up your 2-factor authentication. This is so that if somebody gets access to your account, they can't obviously hack in and get access. So it just makes it more secure basically. So you can require everybody who has one to actually have the 2FA set up, and you can review the people's access inside of here. And right here, you can see in this right-hand side, it says add another admin. You're the only admin on this business. Add another admin to help if you get locked out of your account. This is really important. So if for whatever reason you get locked out of your Facebook account, there's going to be not a really easy way to get access to that account if you don't add another person inside of it. So if you click on add admin here, it will allow you to add another person to this. Or another way to get to here or to add other people besides your admin as well is you can see if you come down here under the users, you can go to people, and then inside of people, this is where you can invite people to the account, and it will take you to the same view if you needed to get back here. So then here you can go through and add an email and then give them the access. And if this is the second admin, you want to give them the full access to everything, and then you can hit next, and then you can assign business assets. Right now, this one doesn't have any assets in here, but you can hit confirm and assign them all those different things. You want to give them those full access. Then you can review that and then send the invite. It will send the invite to their email, and then they can accept that invite. While you are inside of here, it will actually be able to, let me send this invite. You can see it will say they have been invited to join. Their invitation will expire in 30 days. And then you can see it has the status invited here. Once they've accepted it, you'll be able to see that inside of this as well. Now, say that you have somebody who is helping you with your ads or anything like that. You can also invite them here and then give them access to your email and give them access to whatever assets you're wanting to. If you have an agency or a partner that you're wanting to invite to your account, they have a little bit different of a setup where they have their own business portfolio where they can get access to it. So you can come over here to partners, and this is where you can assign partners partners to your specific account. So that's right here. You can send the invites to anybody. And then if you're working with outside partners, you can send partner requests. And in order to send a partner request, you come back over here to Meta, and then you can add a partner, and then you can give the partner access to your assets. And in order to do that, you need to enter your partner business ID. So you reach out to the agency and say, hey, can you send me your business ID? And they'll send that back over to you, and you can put it in there, and then that will allow you to give them access to specific assets. Most agencies will know where this business ID is. If not, for whatever reason, you tell them to go over here to the top in this business info. And then inside of here, this is where they can grab that ID and send it over. Like I said, if you're not working with an agency or anything like that, you don't need to worry about adding a partner. Next on our list is to connect your pages, your Instagram account and your Facebook business page. So in order to do that, we're going to come back over here and kind of same thing. We're going to come down to this little setting and we're going to go to pages here. Here's where you can add a specific page. Now you can add an existing Facebook page if you want to, or you can create a new Facebook page if you wanted to go that route and create a brand new page. And I'm realizing I'm in the way here. If you wanted to create a new Facebook page, I do have a full tutorial on creating a Facebook page that you can check out right here down below in the description. But for most people, I'm guessing you probably already have a page set up. So we're going to show you how to connect that here. You're going to grab the URL. And in order to grab the URL page of your Facebook, literally it's just asking for the URL. So go to Facebook, look for your business page URL if you have one. Like I said, if you don't have one, I have a full tutorial showing you how to create that. And then from here, you can grab this and then give it access. And you can see right now, my Instagram account is already connected to this Facebook page. So if that's the case, then it might already set up the Instagram account, but let me show you how to do that as well here. So we're going to hit next, and then we're going to do next, and then request approval, and then I understand and agree to these, and then add those to the page. And then it's going to ask us to sign into the account here. We're going to sign in real quick. And this page is already connected to a business account that I have here, but if isn't already connected to one, then here it will go through and show on your page settings. And you may be asking why it's important to have a Facebook page. The reason is in order to run Facebook ads, it needs to come from a Facebook page. So you have to have that on there before you can start running your actual ad account. And then same thing, you can come down here to your Instagram account, and then inside the Instagram account, you can hit add. And then this is where you can do the same process where you can log into Instagram and add the account. You'll notice that only Instagram professional accounts can be added to the business portfolio. If you have a personal account, it'll need to be switched. So just go through and switch that over. If you don't know how, just Google real quick. You go into the settings and then there's something there that allows you to switch it to a professional account. And then from here, you can add that Instagram account as well. But now let's talk about the bread and butter, and that is the ad account. So once again, we've now set up our business portfolio where we can give people different access to specific things. As you can imagine, this is helpful. So if you have a user, for example, that you want to give access to your social media accounts, like your Facebook page and your Instagram account, you can do that at the people level. But if you didn't want to give them access to the ad account, you didn't have to do that. But let's go through and create the ad account here and show you how this works. So here you can create an ad account. And for most people, you're going to want to create a new ad account. You can link an existing one if you already have one, but I recommend if you're setting up a brand new business portfolio, just set up the new account here unless you've ran ads with another account before. So we're going to do this. We're going to give this an ad account name here, and we are going to set the time zone and the currency. It's important to note that the time zone and currency cannot be changed later, so make sure that you have these correct. It'll be helpful for when you're doing reporting and things like that. So we have our business name the account clearly, set it, and then assign the ownerships here. We're going to come back over here, and this account will be used for my business, another business, or client. You want to do my business, of course, if it is your business here. And then we're going to hit next and then hit agree. Once you've added, you can't remove this account from the business portfolio. So make sure that you're going under the right business portfolio here for this ad account, and then we're going to create the ad account. So now we have that all done. The next thing is to add our payment information. So you can see here is where we can add the payment info. So I'm going to go through and do that real quick. Okay, and now we have our billing all set up, and now you see if you look something like this, you can see here's our ad account. We have the ad account inside of here. If we wanted to assign somebody inside of our ads manager, we could click this and we could give them full control to the ads account. So when you're adding somebody to your ads account or to your business portfolio, they get access to the business portfolio, but it doesn't mean they have access to any of the assets inside of here. So if you wanted somebody to have access to your ad account, you then need to assign that person once the ad account is created. Just a quick important note there. Now, the next thing that is important to set up is the Meta Pixel here. The Meta Pixel is what allows you to actually send data back to Facebook, so you know what campaigns are getting you either leads or sales, or what is getting people to your website. Now, in order to do this, I already have a pixel set up here, but you're going to click on Add Pixel. And once you have the pixel, you can name this whatever you want. So we'll call this Pixel Demo here. And then you can choose the categories that apply, like if you're any of these ones right here. If you're not any of these, then don't check any of those boxes there. And then we're going to hit Create. It's going to ask for the ad account that you want that to be associated with. We want it to be the one that we just created here. And then we are going to have us go to Events Manager. Now, when we go into Events Manager, there will be an option to add the code in a couple of different ways. For most people, what you're going to want to do is come over here to set up a Meta Pixel, and then here you can add the code to your website yourself or send it to a developer. So if you have have a website person, grab this and send it to them. It's a little piece of code. You don't have to be a coder to put it on there, but it is different for every website builder, for Shopify, for WordPress, for Squarespace. It may be a little bit different, but what I would recommend doing is add it yourself or send it to developer, and then you can hit next here. And then from here, you can copy and paste the code. It just needs to go in the header. If you aren't sure, just Google your specific website builder, whether it's Shopify, add the Facebook pixel. I also have some video tutorials on how to install the pixel that you can check out down below. But if you aren't sure as well, you can also check to see if there's a partner integration. So you can click on here. And if you're with any one of these partners, they make it really easy. So you can go say with Shopify, you can click on this and hit next, and then it will walk you through the instructions on how to set up that pixel. So a couple different options for you on how to set that up. I'm not going to walk through exactly how to set up from beginning to end the pixel, just because there's so many different website builders and they're all just a little bit different. But hopefully that gives you enough to be able to get the pixel onto your website. So we now have the business settings. We set up a pixel, we name the pixel, and then hopefully you've gone through and installed it. You can verify that the pixel is working with the Meta Pixel Helper. And the Meta Pixel Helper, if you just go to Chrome and then you type in Meta Pixel Helper and then add that to your browser here in the top right hand corner, when you go to a website, say your website here, you can click on the Meta Pixel Helper and it will tell you if an event was firing. So you can see on Nike.com here, one event was fired for this Meta Pixel. You can see this for any kind of website that they have the Meta Pixel on there. And if you go through and look at specific events, it will let you know if something fired inside of there. So there's another page view. So that's a quick way to make sure that your pixel is firing in the correct place. Now, you probably will notice when you're setting up the events manager, this is technically in a different like view in Metas, which is kind of confusing. So you can either click back here to get back to your business portfolio, or if you're in the events manager and you're wanting to get back where we were before, what you want to do is click on these little business settings down here in the left-hand corner. Click on that, and that will then take you back to the view where you have your business portfolio and you can go through all of these options inside of here. The last thing that we need to do is come over here to the brand safety and go to domains. This isn't something you have to do right away, but you'll want to make sure that you add your domain here so that it can start getting verified for your business manager. So you can create a domain or request access to a domain. And here is where you can put this in here. Once it is on there, it'll ask you to verify your domain. Once again, I'm not going to go through that in this process because it kind of varies depending on your website builder, but Facebook will walk you through that entire process. And once your domain is verified, then you are pretty much good to go and to start running ads. And if you are wanting to start running ads in order to get to your ad account, there's an easy way. You can either go here to your ad account in your business portfolio, and then from here you can open up the ads manager. And this is when you're watching Facebook ad tutorials, this is usually where people start, is like, hey, here's this Facebook ads manager account, and they'll start creating ads, but you have no idea how to actually go through and build that out. Well, hopefully now you can find that inside of here. If you have this created, now what you can do is when you are in ads manager, you can click on this right here, this URL, and this will take you to your ads manager account. So I'll leave this link down below here. I'll put this in the guide here. Go here to go to your ads manager account if you wanted to bookmark that. That way from now on, you can go right to your ads manager account. Now, of course, this is just the setup for your Facebook ads manager. If you're now ready to start running ads, I encourage you to check out this tutorial right here. It'll walk you through launching your first ad campaign, and we'll see you in the next video.